Alrighty, fellas. Good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? I'm in a pretty weird location in PokeMMO now, aren't I? Because I'm doing something kind of specific that people have been telling me to do for quite a while, and I've been putting it off, okay? I'm going to be spending about half of the BP that I have. I think I have around 135,000 BP just saved from PvP, random things, like, I don't know, when I beat, like, the red refight for the first time, like, just random stuff. You just get BP, Elite Fours, whatever, right? Now, I'm going to be spending half of it because finding a shiny, someone say, yeah, someone people have told me to do for a long time. I'm going to be spending half of it on breeding braces because it is so ridiculously efficient actually to get them. I didn't realize how efficient it was. I actually talked about them in a video I recorded this morning called like top 5 tips to save Pokeyen in PokeMMO. That video will come out in around a month or so. It's probably a while out, but my own video convinced me of how good this is. Like, it actually convinced me of how ridiculously good it is. I'm going to be buying 15 of each brace. It's going to cost me around, like, what, 66k BP? And the reason why it's so good is each brace usually costs around, what, 10k Pokeyen? 1 BP is worth around 10 Pokeyen if you use them to buy choice bands and choice items and sell, which is generally what you do. So instead, it ends up costing you around... what is it? What's the math on that? 7,500 Pokeyen per brace as opposed to 10k. So literally I am saving like 2,500 Pokeyen, like 2 to 3k Pokeyen per brace I use via breeding with this, which is I'm so convinced. So I'm going to buy 15 of each just like this. This BP probably took me an extremely long time to save up, probably years of just hyper passive. I just never spend it. And here it all goes. There it all goes, fellas. Down to 67k. Was that all of them? That might have been speed, special defense, defense. We have multiple defenses. These are untradeable, though, which is important because then you can't just go buy them and sell them for Pokeyen on the GTL. You do actually have to use them via breeding for them to be effective, which I do a ton of breeding, and I do have some breeding planned for profit today. Now, I was going to start the stream with a Pokerogue run, but some people are saying that these servers are down, so that might not be possible. You can even see I had it all, I'll show you really quick. I had it all prepped and ready, but the players online has been tanking down to 13k from like 22 or 24k when I logged in. So I think it's tanking. We'll try to do that at some point if possible, but until then, we can just go do what I was gonna do, and I can breed for profit. It's really nice that I do have some eggs stored up at the moment, so I can hatch those eggs while playing Pokerogue. That's a lot of fun. Other than that, dude, good morning to everybody. Happy Wednesday. And yeah, hopefully some PokeMMO news is coming soon on raids. Hopefully we see some stuff coming up on events like the anniversary possible season happening, or an anniversary event possibly happening. I still have 7 days of dinner status left. I bought some Pokemon off stream really quick because I just saw some really good deals. So I went ahead and sniped them. I've got this Squirtle and this Ditto. We'll pull those out and show those to you guys really quick. So this Ditto, we can actually probably check what I paid for these. 31 speed, 20 plus in every other stat. This Squirtle, 31 special defense, 20 plus in every other stat. Let's see if I can find. I think this Squirtle was 5k. This was the 5k Squirtle, and then this Ditto was 7,200 Pokeyen, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and just put a speed brace on that. Put a special defense brace. Also, what's super interesting about buying the braces with BP is that you just end up actually making even more, like way more profit on your breeds, which is just super impressive. So if I paid 7,200 for the one Ditto, here, we'll just even it out to 7k, plus 5k for the Squirtle, but then I'm only paying 7,500 Pokeyen effectively per brace. But I can only add, what, plus 15k to this, as opposed to this would have been plus 20k. That's 5k. Right, here's what the breed will look pretty like, actually, physically in the menu. Coming out pretty solid. Obviously not a water spout Squirtle, and it's not like a 2x31 Squirtle. This cost me 27k to make a 2x31 Squirtle. Of course I'm going to take that, you know? Quick little reminder, if you ever see an egg animation while I'm breeding for profit on stream, it means that I got a shiny, which is the goal to one day have something like that happen. Now, next up, we have this War Turtle. What did I pay for this? I love the trade log. It breaks a lot, but, you know, 8k for this War Turtle, 20 plus in like every stat, plus a 31 defense is a really good War Turtle. I'm going to go ahead and get myself a Ditto. When Dittos are cheap, that's the time to look for breeds like this. I'd love to look for a 25 plus speed if possible. Look at that cheap Volibee. What's going on there? So Dittos, 31 special attack like this. I'd be bracing that. This is perfect. Oh, this is, oh my god, that Ditto is actually perfection. That Ditto is so good for 5k. Holy shit. As you can see, 29 plus and then 25. It doesn't matter. That's actually, this is like the perfect Ditto I could have got for 4,700. That's so good. I kind of wish each breeding brace had a different look as opposed to just the color of them. For example, I really like that the special attack brace has 2 little blue gems on it, right? Why does only the special attack brace have a different visual? Does anybody know why? That's so weird, isn't it? It's interesting that that's the only one that has a different look. Because it's special? I get special attack. Okay, good one. Now, let's keep each breed isolated here if possible. So this Squirtle hatched. Let's see. It came out Calm Nature, which is actually really good, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Calm is, like, hyper usable. Let's go check PvP stats really quick and check Blastoise and see what it's going. Modest. Calm is 5%. It's not bad at all. Now, that's in OU. Let's check UU and see. I'm pretty sure it's a UU Pokemon. Wait, is Blastoise getting played? Wait. Wait, what is happening? Is Blastoise going to drop to NU? It is, right? If it continues with this... It's not in NU, right? Oh! Wait! What? Wait, when did Blastoise drop to NU? Oh my god, my mind is blown. What is happening in PokeMMO? When did Blastoise drop to NU? Holy guacamole. Yeah, Spidget's like... Dude, what? I'm actually so shocked. That's crazy. Dude, NU has changed so much. I feel like I'm so out of it. Wow. How are Shell Smash, Torterra, and Shell... Dude, I should just run like a full Shell Smash team in NU. Just for the fucking memes. Shell Smash Blastoise, Shell Smash Torterra. We could bring back that Cursed Crustle. That Spidget was like, this guy took 90 minutes to get 1 kill with. I was watching your video, dude. I saw that kill at 45 minutes, dude. I was watching, trying to get through the... I try to watch... all the videos you guys do showing off my Pokemon. Cloyster wouldn't be an NU though, right? Okay. Let's I'm getting distracted. Let's price check this Squirtle, see what we can sell it for. I would do Squirtle, I would do 31, and I would do 20 plus in these stats. I might even change the special defense to a 20 plus just to see if we can get a more accurate price check. Yup, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Lower that to 20 plus. Now we see nothing super accurate still, to be fair. 31 speed, 20 plus. There's not that many options. I paid 27k for this Squirtle breed. Remember that. Remember that I paid 27k for this, as I'm about to sell it for probably 100k, probably 90k. I'm gonna go 90k on it. Remember that I paid 27k to breed that, okay? That's gonna give us a what, 50k something profit? Even after listing fee, I'm pretty sure it's 50k profit. We'll try to keep track of all profits today, just on like a few. I should have a few breeds to do, you know? Next up, we have War Turtle in this Ditto. Let's price check how much this cost. So, bought the Ditto for 5k. We're going to up it a little bit. Bought the War Turtle for 8k. And then I paid, once again, 15k for both braces. Boom, boom, boom. 28k Pokeyen. Let's go through with the breed. Very similar to the other Squirtle breed. Let's click through, see what it looks like. Beautiful, perfect. Let's see what a nature roll gives me. Here, someone in my Discord was showing this off, which they rightfully deserve to be able to do. This guy has, look at the BP. That's the important thing. Obviously, 7,700 hours, 14 mil Pokeyen, you know, playing since 2017. All that's really impressive. But this guy has 2 million BP, right? And we just covered that, what is it? 1 BP is 10 Pokeyen. So if you take 2 million, like on average, if you take 2 million... 41,650 BP, times that by 10, this guy has 20 million Pokeyen worth of BP. If he were to like buy, that's if you bought, you know, choice bands and choice items. He could do other things. He could spread it around with toxic orbs, life orbs, and then go ahead and also buy some of the breeding braces and make profit via breeding. That's so crazy. That is so much BP saved. That takes so long to do that. There's a really good question to be asked about, like, is it too late to invest in mysterious balls? And if you asked me this question a few months ago, I would have said no. If you asked me this question now, I mean, I might say yes. Simply because there's a decent chance they release a new set of mysterious balls with The anniversary event, oh my god, ultras are so high. I just realized there's a decent chance they release a new set with the anniversary event, which will probably affect the price. Obviously, how much? Like, cherish balls didn't really tank these. You have to think about it like that as well. Like, how many new mysterious balls will come out? How will they come into the game? What's the supply? There's a lot of things to factor in. There's no such thing as a perfect risk-free investment. People always ask me, hey, Patrouski, what's the best thing to invest into? And it's like, dude, nobody really knows. If anybody's ever claiming they know, like, there's things that, like, are pretty safe, like 80% safe or whatever. But if anybody ever says, hey, yeah, buy this crypto coin, you'll 100% make money, they're scamming, you know? It's the same thing as crypto, same thing as PokeMMO, same as any, like, game. Like, no one really knows. You can be pretty certain or have a high-ish percentage chance, but I don't like giving people investing advice because there's just always a chance, a really high chance, probably at least a 40% chance that I'm wrong. And I don't want, you know, I'll always make videos covering the trends, the market, and the statistics. I would check out PokeMMO Hub. There's a great resource there that goes over the history of item prices, and then take the information, take the actual facts, and then make your own decisions informed by those facts, right? What's your prediction for the date and timescale of the next event? If we see an anniversary event this year, it'd probably be in June or July, and it will probably last around 2 weeks. That's the general PokeMMO event sort of cycle. The best thing to invest into is anything event-based. Whenever there is an event, spend everything. Yes. So, yes, in my opinion, the safest investment you can make is by buying sealed product during an event when it's at its bottom-out price. That's about the safest you can get, right? So, we can check, like, Xmas presents, 2022. So, these were... I guess we can do 2023. Where are the... I'm not sure, honestly. It's interesting. These are already 16k a piece, which is pretty impressive, honestly. Did we not get it? I'm surprised there's no... Is there no Xmas present 2023s in the market? I'm actually confused. Why is there so few Xmas presents actually in general in the market? Have people been buying these out? I think I have some 2018s. What are 2018s at? But I think I bought them for around this price. That's pretty significant. 2023 didn't have Xmas presents? What am I thinking? Really? How did I not realize that? Slash, that didn't click. Only mysterious balls. Ah, that like didn't click with me. I literally forgot about that for a sec. That's so crazy. 2015 is crazy. It is really wild once you start seeing stuff like really, really old things. Yeah. We see goodie bags from 20. Like goodie bags were probably what? 4 to 5K. Like probably 4 to 5K during the event, and now they're already 8K. Like if you buy sealed product at bottom up prices, it's pretty safe. All right, back to Squirtle. So I've got... Okay, 2 times. Let's go on list. I paid 28k for this. Once I go get that back on the calculator. So far, I've already made 50k profit breeding. Let's go ahead and see what this sells for. We're going to check 31, and then 20 plus and everything else. It is naive nature, which is like kind of usable. We're going to check Squirtle, obviously. Not really a comparable price check there. 150k is way too high, so I'm going to get rid of this stat and just do 31 there. Once again, not really seeing anything comparable. Probably going to list it for the same price as the other one. This one could be used at naive, honestly. What I would go ahead and I'm probably going to list this one for a little bit more. It's probably better than the other one, but it's not 31 speed, which is rough. I'm going to go 100k on this Squirtle and see if that sells. Once again, pretty insane margin there. So I'm gonna have to relist that. That one might take a little more time. Might need to be relisted to be sold at some point. Maybe like down like 80k or something like that. But should definitely sell at 80k minimum. So easy, like, what is that? What's the profit there? 60k or something profit. So I've made 110k profit so far on just these 2 breeds. And I've been kind of dilly-dallying talking to chat, but you could do these 2 breeds in like 10 minutes, hyper easily. 10 minutes for 110k. Okay, next up, I do have 2 different Gibles that I want to breed as well. This was actually one that I already bred. I bred this as a breeder. I might just go ahead and sell this. I think I spent 18k on this, so we can just go ahead and actually price check this and list it off. Do 25 plus, do 31 speed, search for Gible. And this cost me 18,500 Pokeyen to make. That's crazy that I can go ahead and really, really easily sell this for 50k. I'm gonna go ahead and do 4999. Obviously, that's gonna give me minus 2 more k. So there's a 30k profit there. So we'll go ahead and add that onto our profit scale, giving me 140k expected profit so far on 3 breeds. Okay, then this next Gible was bought for 7k. Dude, Jolly Gibles. This is actually crazy. Look at this. So if you just search Jolly Nature, so any Jolly Gible with no other stats, right? 14k minimum. 14k minimum for any Jolly Gible. That's really, really impressive in my opinion. In your opinion, Pat, how do people get up to having billions of Poke and it can't just be flipping or Jimmy runs? It's definitely not just Jimmy runs, but it is a lot of flipping. Generally, I have a video on my channel called How to Become a Billionaire in PokeMMO. It's a really simple process. Anybody can do it. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. There was actually someone in Team Mister who flipped from like 0 Pokeyen or like a couple mil maybe up to 1 billion Pokeyen in 1 year. So this guy flipped literally all the way to 1 bill Pokeyen in 1 year. It can be done. Absolutely. But now, you definitely don't become a billionaire by just like farming Safari Magikarps or like doing Jimmy runs every day. Like that stuff helps and that gets you your starting capital. And basically the video is going to cover how like to become a billionaire in PokeMMO, you do your like accounts development, get like your storylines done, get your Jimmy run Pokemon, get your catching Breloons, get all, you know, gather all of those things. And then your middle stage is like doing your grinding, catching Pikachus for profit, catching Pokemon for profit, Torkles, catch events, Jimmy runs, like doing all that stuff. And then flipping and stuff like that. And then step 3 is investments. Really, the main way to become a billionaire in PokeMMO, in my opinion, is to make long-term investments that last 2 to 4 years, as well as flipping a shit ton. With all those things in mind, anybody could start the game from scratch and become a billionaire in 5 years, 100% if you do that method. However, who the fuck wants to spend 5 years of their life just to become a PokeMMO billionaire, right? Like, it's something, you know, you have to like, not that many people want it, right? That's the real meme, you know? So I bought this for 7K. If I were to just want to flip this as opposed to even breed it, I want to see what I would sell it for because I'm honestly not totally sure. 42K is ridiculous. No way. This one's good. Is that underpriced? I think that might be. I almost want to buy that. It's up for 3 days though, so might be a tough sell. This is way too high. Like I don't feel comfortable listing mine for that high. That seems crazy, but I paid 6K for this. I'm gonna go ahead and list mine for, what am I thinking? This is also 25 plus attack. I'll just do something really simple. I paid 6K. I'm just gonna do 26K or 25K. Let's do 25K. I feel like that's reasonable. So that's going to give me around like 18K profit after listing fee and stuff. So we'll just add that on. Dude, I basically just flipped two Gibles today. I did 2 Squirtle breeds. This took like, this could have been done easily in 10 to 15 minutes and I made 158K. Like doing a little, like just a little bit of something every day when you log in like this and then going spending all your time shiny hunting, in my opinion, it just makes everything feel a lot better. Kind of get your Pokeyen making done for the day. You kind of go do stuff. Now, obviously, a lot of this is possible due to game knowledge and already having some capital acquired. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's tough gathering 200,000 Pokeyen for making a breed and having to wait for it to sell for capital again. 100%. The less, 100%. The less capital you have, the more it's impedes on your progress to have your capital tied, your Pokeyen tied up, right? For breeds, waiting for it to sell. 100%. That's 100%. 100%. Yeah, I was gonna hatch eggs while playing Pokerogue, but now it just seems like it's time to go shiny hunt. So let's just go head over to the Sudowoodo spot. We'll also do some honey trees as well. Let's just grab our team. I'm gonna do the same strat as yesterday where I just grab the 3 Pokemon that I absolutely need, and then I can throw 3 eggs in my inventory for extra, you know, slightly a little bit more efficiency. We're gonna head over to Sinnoh, go check our honey trees. How much honey do I actually have left? I've been burning through it. I bought a sack of 1,000 semi recently, and I feel like I've been burning through it pretty aggressively. We're gonna head over here. Should I pop shiny charm for my honey trees becomes a question. I don't know if I'm efficient enough on my route for it to be super worth it, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. It's fun, dude. I'm gonna gather a link together and pop a charm really quick. All right, fellas, it's another day to be shiny hunting in PokeMMO. Wish me the best of luck. We'll see what happens. Good luck to everybody in the charm. I'd love to see Joshua get a shiny. Haven't seen them get one in quite a while. There's our 20% boost, making our shiny rate 1 out of 24,000, I believe 300? Or is it 1 out of 24,600? I kind of forget. Anyways, I'm hyper dry, so yeah, what's a shiny rate at the end of the day? And my encounter counter is broken. Oops, let me reset that really quick. Dude, Fong is out here offering a bounty. He said, if I get a shiny unknown on your charm, I'll give you 5 mil Pokeyen. You heard it here first. That would be incredible, dude. That would be good luck to you, man. Good luck to you, Fong. All right, with 50 minutes around left, we're going to pop an expert lore. We're going to run back and forth. We made it over to our single encounter location. I did hatch these eggs. Be nice to switch them out, but now it's a little too late. Let's just focus on single encounters, running back and forth as fast as possible. This is a good question. What was the last time you did the Hoa battle? For the storyline, that was, I've literally never done. I can actually check my instance info. I've never done the Hoa fight beyond. That's so funny. Beyond the one time I did it for the storyline. That's it. Same with well, that's not, to be fair, for the red refight, that's not true. This was just added, I think, after this was added to the instance info after I already did it or whatever. Dude, I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't think I hunt in Petalburg enough. I'm actually gonna head over to it right now. It's a good way to like switch up locations. Petalburg is fantastic because Trico, like, I don't care for shiny starters very much, but Trico probably is the shiny starter that I literally care the most about. So I probably should, I probably should hunt at Petalburg a fair amount more. So let's go do that today for some fun. I think Zapdos price is being manipulated. I think they were bought out by a rich account. Let's double check. Let's see. Zapdos is really demanded in OU. So let's see. This is pretty high. Well, no, 1.7. This is actually pretty normal. I don't think Zapdos is bought out. I'm going to be honest. I think there's just a really, really high demand for it in PvP. If we go to check PvP statistics, Zapdos is the 4th most used Pokemon in all of OU. That's pretty insane, right? A lot of players still don't have Zapdoses. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for them to go down in price. Is Zapdos the legendary in the wild right now this month? Probably not, right? I wouldn't say that's manipulated at all. I feel like that's just a pretty normal supply and demand thing, but that's, I don't really know the correct answer. I don't know why you would think it's being manipulated. Let's check the other birds. Maybe because the other birds are so much cheaper, but that's because the demand is so much lower, right? That's the reasoning. Zapdos is just the best bird by far. I would say it's a pretty fair demand. Honestly, wow. So someone in my chat is breeding up a Rhyhorn for profit, and you kind of made me realize, dude, with the rise of more PvP creators, okay, this is going to be really important, dude, to make Pokeyen. So not only do we have tier changes in PvP monthly now we have PvP creators who are going to draw hype to certain Pokemon. So if my boy, Smooge or Spidget put out a video talking about how Rhyperior is the only counter to Zapdos in OU, really like only perfect counter, which, wink wink, they did recently, there's a really good chance that the Rhyperior or Rhydon market goes up, dude. If 5 people watch that video and want to go buy a Rhyperior, that alone affects the market pretty drastically, right? So if we go check what Rhyperiors are around, let's just do 20 plus and 31 attack. I don't know, nothing crazy. Now there are some alphas here actually. That's kind of funny. Adamant for 128k. That's pretty interesting. You might be able to find some pretty interesting breeds and some pretty interesting. You might be able to make some pretty cheap competitive Pokemon. It's one of those things once a Pokemon moves tiers, you might want to go breed it for profit because the demand is going to rise, right? Yeah, plus Rhyhorn can pass Pursuit over to Tyranitar. That's a fantastic point to bring up. Good call. Pat, what's your favorite arbitrary opportunity you've had in PokeMMO? For example, I was able to make 400,000 Pokeyen by just changing a nature on a Zapdos one time. Once you had the opportunity. That's a really good question. I don't know if I've had any crazy probably just arbitrary opportunities. Probably shiny hunts, my shiny Shuckle. That's kind of a cop out. Getting donations from being a streamer, that's pretty insane. It's not really opportunity though, but that's pretty insane one-off privileges and crazy things. Other than that, what's a money-making one that I can think of? I think there's just certain shiny flips that I were able to grab for super cheap. There was a shiny Druddigon that I picked up for 2.5 mil and 100% of my profit selling it for 5 mil. That was pretty damn nice. Stuff like that. Or honestly, with the recent, over the past year or two, 2012 flips. The amount of 2012 Pokemon that I bought for 5k Pokeyen before it was a really understood market and watched market, that was some of my favorite. Those, plus I love to collect those and I love to hold on to those. So those are probably some of my favorite buys over the past, my favorite opportunities like that over the past few years, maybe all time, Pat, what do you think is the best combination of easy Pokemon to shiny hunt, but it's also good for raid stories / PvP? So an easy shunt that also has a lot of utility, right? Is your question? Torkoal comes to mind. You could use Torkoal for gym reruns. You could use it for Sun teams and OU. It's a ×5 horde. ×5 horde Leppa. Magikarp is a good one. Yup, you can get a shiny Gyarados for sure and use that in PvP or storylines. That's a great example. What else? Isn't Sandile ×3 hordes? It's not bad. Smeargle is fantastic. That's just a pure utility one, but Smeargle is fantastic for getting a utility one. What else? Good question. Cottony's not bad. I think it's a ×3 horde split with some. There might be a ×5 Cottony place though. Duosion. Yeah, Duosion, I guess Reuniclus is really good in raids and really good in PvP. So that's the, yeah, that's the split. That's a good one. Maril, yeah, Ozmaril is super good in PvP at times. I don't know if it's good in other places, but it's a great, great, great shiny. Has anyone ever bred a 6x0 alpha, or is a 6x0 alpha not possible? I wonder how much those would go for. Yeah, hilariously, a 6x0 alpha would be like way more expensive and way more rare than a 6x0 normal Pokemon, because you get the 2x31 guaranteed. So you get less 0 IV stats. That's so, it is interesting. I can check to see if there's one on the GTL, but I kind of doubt it, you know. Let's do alpha. Let's do max IVs. I doubt it. I super doubt it. Yeah, there's no. Let's say a 5x0. Let's do a 4x0. There's one 4x0 alpha. Someone could buy this and try to go for it. It's a Zigzagoon. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's, yeah, intentionally breeding an alpha down is so, I respect it. I like when people go for like challenges like that. That's such a cool little collection piece. Hey, no shiny on that charm. That's okay. Still another good charm in the books, fellas. All right. As many of you may be aware, we recently found out that this account, my only Shinies account, is probably shiny locked. There is a system in place in the game to prevent botters from shiny hunting on Route 1 and just kind of botting away the game, to stop and lock them, having them a 0 shiny rate. So the best way to get around this, I have gotten from the developers, is to actually complete one region and then move on to a new one. So my plan is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to beat the Kanto region on this account. I'm going to make storyline progress. I'm actually going to have to use my quote-unquote useless Charmander, and then I'm going to head over to Unova, and I'm going to play the game in Unova, and I'm going to beat that region with only shiny Pokemon. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and actually get started making progress on the storyline on this account, which is something I never expected to be able to say. I don't know why this is so hard for me. It feels so weird to like make this decision after like grinding 2 different only shinies accounts for like 60 hours or something like that. You know, it feels so weird. I'm about to flick a damaging move for the first time. We're actually using our Charmander, actually getting XP. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, but there it is. Yeah, we have to do it. There it is. Account ruined. True. Actually real. He was used. I mean, you know what it is, guys? It's the end of one era, okay? It's the end of an era and the beginning of a new one and the beginning of a new arc, okay? I'm gonna blast through the Kanto region. I'm gonna make my way over to Unova, and then this challenge will re-begin from scratch. Let's do it, fellas. Let's see what we can do today in the Kanto storyline. And that does mean it is officially time to rename our Charmander. It's just no longer accurate to call him useless. So, we'll rename him to useful. I'm going to head north. We're going to head up to Viridian Forest. It's going to be a much better place to grind and get XP. I can also show you guys what the best way to like play Pokemon from scratch kind of is. I'd love to do my own video kind of covering what to do and how to... I would love to do a guide on each region in Pokemon. I do plan to do something like that. I don't think that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm kind of just going to be casually playing the storyline to actually make progress on this account. But first things first, I do recommend... Yo, thank you so much, dude. I do recommend going in this patch of grass to catch an Oddish here early game. That can be super, super good. Yeah, finds shiny. There's a chance that I just find a shiny like after my first gym badge or something. Like once you start making storyline progress, this account probably will be like it's hard to tell when it's unshiny locked, right? Like that's like a back end thing. Oh, I should have thrown a Pokeball there while I was asleep. But yeah, I mean it's very, very possible. Like once I get like 1 or 2 gym badges, I do just happen to come across a shiny accidentally. Well, I don't know if I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever accidentally come across a shiny while playing a storyline. The funny thing is, if that were to happen, I can't count that towards the shiny run. I still have to start from scratch. So if I were to get a shiny Pokemon doing this storyline, it wouldn't count towards the Unova story. Hey, we're going to catch this Nidoran, since I'm 1 HP poisoned anyway. To make chat happy. There you go. There's one Pokemon caught on the quote-unquote only shinies account. And level 6 on the Charmander. What are you gonna name it? Oh, I usually don't name Pokemon, honestly. Wow, what should I name this? I I think this is appropriate. There we go. Our first trainer battle on the account. It literally feels so weird. Obviously, I don't know. It literally just feels so icky to be doing this. It'll be interesting to see how many encounters you get throughout the storyline since you started at exactly 6,500. Dude, absolutely. I love tracking stuff like that. You get way less encounters than you realize doing a storyline. I think we like counted out a while back, and like being generous, like 2,000 encounters is probably the high end, but that's about what me and my chat counted at like a long time ago, was like maybe you get like 2,000 encounters per storyline. So if you do all 5, that's only 10,000 encounters for doing all 5 storylines, which is like quite a lot, you know. We're getting a lot of XP on the Charmander here, which is nice, one-shotting everything. Alrighty, unfortunately, my Streamlabs crashed, which actually brought an end to the stream, so only you guys in the video are going to be able to see this, but I want to quickly say thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike if not, subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. This is kind of going to allow me to do a full video tomorrow, just sort of going over this storyline run and giving you guys advice and you know, things for new players to do, so maybe that'll be a helpful thing. Subscribe to the channel once again. Follow on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below for updates on all my content, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo donations are down below. They're really appreciated if you can afford them and if my content has earned them from you, but they're never needed. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Hey, thanks so much for watching the entire video all the way to the end. I really appreciate that, and I hope it was a positive asset to your day. And I also want to quickly say extra thank you to everybody whose name is on this list and goes above and beyond and allows me to do what I do. Thank you very much. Have a good one.